Today I want to talk about the future of photography. Hi guys, my name is Matti Sulanto and I'm a photographer. Photography has become extremely easy and AI can generate realistic looking pictures from scratch. Everything has been photographed already like 1,000 times and phone cameras are taking over. So what is going to happen to photography? Is this the beginning of the end? I tried creating pictures with AI. I tried a service called the Midjourney, or actually I'm not sure if it should be called a service or website or app or whatever, and it doesn't really matter. I'll put the link down below so you can take a look if you're interested. And by the way, this is not sponsored by Midjourney. I just happened to kind of bump into that service when I was looking for a way to generate pictures with AI. These are low resolution and hardly any kind of substitute for a quality photo, but I still think the results are pretty impressive. I was only typing some words and I was a complete beginner with just a few minutes of experience. The free trial on Midjourney lasts only about 20 minutes, and I guess that is because creating those pictures from scratch requires quite a lot of processor power, which is not free. So I bought the cheapest monthly license to be able to experiment more. The cheapest license is $10 a month and you can cancel it anytime, and as a matter of fact I cancelled mine right away, so I only have to pay for 1 month. I didn't want to forget that and get another bill after 1 month. And here are some more pictures that I managed to create after a bit more experience and a bit more time on Midjourney. Landscapes and nature subjects seem to turn out a little bit more realistic and better than, say, people. For whatever reason, the AI on Midjourney struggles a bit with people. But nonetheless, the results I think are pretty impressive. They look a little painterly even though I requested photorealistic pictures, but still very impressive indeed. But use the link down below and take a look for yourself and see what people have created. There are some really super impressive and awesome illustrations there. Most of them are like fantasy type of illustrations, but they are really good looking and very realistic too. Imagine what Midjourney or similar service can do in a few years. This is just the beginning. Photography has a unique capability to stop a real moment in time, a real event that happened in front of the camera. Only a camera can do that. What you see in a photo really happened in real life. True, it's the photographer's view of the event, but still it happened in real life. Any AI-generated picture is always fiction, even if it depicts real events. It's not a real photo, it's not a document, no matter how detailed it might be. AI can help people who create the illustrations and other fictional pictures. There is no need for a camera and no need to take photos necessarily. I have always thought that photography is not the right media for fictional fantasy type of illustrations. But so far, photography has been the only way or the easiest way to generate or create content for fantasy type of illustrations or montages. I don't think AI is a real threat to photography. On the contrary, I think it can complement photography Photography is too easy and everything has been done already. Indeed, anyone with a smartphone can take a decent photo without knowing much about photography or knowing anything about photography. Taking a photo is not any kind of a special event or occasion for most people. It's just a tap on the screen. Most people probably don't even think about taking photos. They are just tapping the screen because it's easy and available all the time. You can, of course, argue that a good photo has elements like light, subject, composition, and all that. And that is true, but computational photography can correct some flaws in the picture, like it can flatten really hard contrast, and it can even relight the picture or make bad light look a little bit better. No matter how you look at it, photography has become extremely easy and everything has been photographed 1,000 times already. However, some of us still want to feel that our photo moment is a little bit special, like a small event. And that's why we still prefer relatively large cameras, relatively large compared to a phone camera, that is, and interchangeable lenses and all that. Some even shoot film, even though the technical quality is probably worse than digital, and it's a lot more tedious process. With film, you feel you really accomplished something when you see the final picture. And when you're holding a piece of negative in your hand, it is something tangible. I don't think photography is going to die, of course, but I think the whole photographic experience is going to be more important. What happened before and after the photo moment, the moment we hit the shutter, it is going to become more important. It is going to become a part of that photo experience. Who cares if someone can take a similar photo on a smartphone camera? That photo doesn't have the same backstory as our photo, and that photographer could not feel the shutter button or hear the aperture ring click and all that. So the whole experience was nothing compared to ours. No computational photography or AI can match that, ever. And of course, there is no right or wrong in photography. There is nothing wrong with phone photography, and not everyone needs or wants any kind of deep photographic experience. But for some, it's important. Photography is and is going to be all about that personal experience during that special photo moment. Photography is all about being able to capture a moment in time, being able to capture something real. Photography is all about documenting our life and documenting everything that is happening around us. Even if everything has been photographed already, no one can take your pictures of your life. Only you can do that. Those things are going to keep photography and dedicated cameras alive forever. These are my thoughts on the future of photography, and now it's your turn. Please do leave a comment down below and tell me how you feel about this. And if you found this video provoking or entertaining, please do consider buying me a cup of coffee. If you don't live in Finland, there's a link down below for that. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.